So to kick off Season 8, we have got two brand new promos. The very first one being the Haunted Hoops promo with an 87 overall Joel Embiid giving out that athleticism boost as the very first Grandmaster. Then we've also got a secondary promo which is called the Underdogs with the Grandmaster being an 86 overall Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now I'm going to show you exactly how you can get all of these guys and what you can get no money spent from both of these promos. There should be timestamps in the description if you want to say just skip to one promo in particular. We'll kick things off with this Haunted Hoops promo. Is the Halloween promo for this season, and as you can see we've got four other masters you can get: an 83 overall Julius Randle, 84 Zion, 85 overall Kyrie, and this 85 overall SGA at the end of the promo. All of these guys plus that Grandmaster should hopefully help your teams out starting things off with this season. Now in this promo there are two main currencies to it. There is candy points and there's also pumpkin points as well. As you'll notice with all of the events on the map, there are two sort of sections. There's this row of top events which are going to give you these candy points, and then these ones along the bottom which are going to give you these pumpkin points. We'll go through the top events to kick things off, and on the very first set of events there are 20 to play through. Each one is going to cost you 10 stamina, and you are going to get yourself 50 candy points every single time you play through an event. Now none of the events along the top or along the bottom are repeatable at all, meaning once you play through all 20 you aren't able to play through them again as long as the promo is out. So of course you could pretty much get through this promo in a day, get all of those candy points, go ahead and play through all of the pumpkin events, and then you've got all the points you could possibly get for the promo. There are a couple of ways you can get some extra ones which I'll go on to a little bit later, but once you play through all 20 of these ones it will then unlock the second round of events where it will increase the amount of candy points you're getting per event. Again there are 20, and again they are going to cost you 10 stamina to play through, but each time you play through one you will get yourself double the amount of candy points, this time being 100 instead of the previous one giving out 50 over there. Very similar stuff on the third one. It will only unlock once you've played through all of those Trick or Treat 2 events, and this time it will give you 150 candy points. Again each one is going to cost you 10 stamina, and again they aren't repeatable throughout the promo itself. Then the final set of events are going to give you 300 of the candy points, again costing 10 stamina, and again these aren't repeatable. Once you play through all of those, that is 80 events in total. That's going to cost you a total of 800 stamina, but again you've got the whole promo to go ahead and play through all of these events. If you really want to, you can play through all of them in one day, because obviously you can get up to 800 stamina in a day if your stamina is maxed out at 600. As you can see mine is at the top. That will depend on what level you are in the game. Then once you've got all of those candy points you will then look to play through these bottom events. These ones are going to give you the pumpkin tokens, but they require those candy points in order to play through them. The very first set of events, as you can see, are underneath the first set of candy events, and these ones are going to require 500 candy points to get 750 pumpkins. Again these are not repeatable throughout the promo, but there are only 2 of them to go ahead and play through. Then once you started playing through this second set of events you will unlock the 2 events underneath it. These ones are going to cost you 2,000 candy to play through each of them, and they're each going to give you 2,500 of the pumpkin points, and it goes up bit by bit as you go further and further along. You can see 3,500 candy is going to give you 3,500 pumpkin points, and then the final one is 8,000 candy points for 5,000 pumpkin points. Now what you'll notice is the exchange rate does kind of differ. You can see this very last event requires you to put in a lot more candy points and it is going to give out pumpkin points, whereas the first one is putting in less candy points than you are going to get pumpkin points out of it. That is something to take into consideration, because you want to be using that best exchange rate between those candy points to the pumpkin points as you go ahead and play through those events. You'll see at the very end there is the event to get Joel Embiid. This one is going to require you to have all 4 of the masters running along the top, so the 83 all the way up to that 85 SGA, and then also you'll need 10,000 candy points to be able to get yourself a playstyle select Joel Embiid at whatever playstyle you would like. But once you've got all of these pumpkin points that you're getting along those bottom events, you want to go ahead and spend them on this pack over here. This is going to get you a guaranteed 71 to 79 overall player from the promo, which will help you get the masters from the promo. Now each one of these packs is going to cost you 400 pumpkins in order to get, and that is the only thing you can spend your pumpkin points on. Those players again might help your lineup depending on what overall it is at the moment, but they are essentially there to help you get through the milestones in order to get yourself these masters. As you get 7 of those 71 to 79 overall players, that will get you your 83 overall Julius Randle. When you get 15 players you'll get yourself the 84 Zion. When you get 30 players you'll get yourself the Kyrie Irving, and when you finally get up to 50 players you will get yourself SGA, and that will then unlock this final event over here to get yourself Joel Embiid. You'll notice there is one other event that I haven't spoken about so far, and that is this one over here. Now this one is is pretty much a gamble as to whether you get any masters at all. You can see it does reset every 72 hours. It costs 3,000 candy points. It is going to give you that very small chance at getting one of the masters straight away. So you could get yourself any of the 83 to 85 overall masters. However, if you don't, you will just get yourself stamina. There is no mention of any odds or anything like that, but it is a very small chance that you will get yourself the masters. So that is why that one is a complete gamble, whereas getting through the pumpkin points and then using them to get yourself the players is a guaranteed way of going through the milestones and getting yourself those players. So it's up to you whether you go ahead and play through this event, try your luck out in trying to get those masters. That is entirely up to you. You'll notice there is sort of a golden store icon on the left hand side. If you press on that, that will get you the offer over here, which is to claim up 250 of the candy points. You can do this every single day to get yourself a total of 500 daily. In the store, there isn't a huge amount you can do. There are a couple of watch ad packs you can see in the far right hand corner. You can watch 3 ads a day. Each one is going to give you 10 candy over there, or you can watch 3 ads over here as well to get yourself 20 pumpkin points every single time you do that. There's NBA cash offers if you've got the cash and if you're willing to spend it in getting some more pumpkin or candy points. And there of course is money offers to get some more points, and of course those packs to get yourself some more players to help yourself out through the promo itself. But now let's work out exactly what you're going to be able to get if you are a no money spent player. And it starts off by taking a look at the promo length itself. Now originally it was meant to be out for 6 days, but because of the way the login issues and all of that stuff, it has sort of pretty much become a 5-day promo. Of course technically it isn't, it is a 6-day promo, but I'm going to use all of these calculations taking into consideration that most people logged on in after today's reset, which is basically making it a 5-day promo. So from the events along the top, the first ones are going to give you a total of 1,000 candy points. The next ones are going to give you 2,000 in total. Third ones are going to give you 3,000 in total. And then these ones over here, the Trick or Treat 4 events in total, are going to give you 6,000 candy points. Then you're going to be able to claim up this pack twice every single day. So that's 500 points times the 5-day promo length gives you 2,500 of those candy points. And then through the store, you can also watch an advert to get yourself 30 of the points. Again, times that by 5, that's 150 candy points throughout the promo from the ad pack alone. Adding all of that up gets you a total of 14,650 candy from everything I have just mentioned. That means you could go ahead and play through this event a couple of times, again testing your luck in trying to get yourself some of the masters. However, if you want a guaranteed way of getting the masters, you're going to have to use those candy points and turn them into pumpkin points. And what I recommend you do is playing through the first set of events, then the second set of events, and then the third set of events over here. I'd stay clear of the fourth set because of course it has got the worst exchange rate between candy and pumpkin points, but with the amount of candy points you're getting, you should be able to play through the first 6 events along the bottom. So that's these 2, the second 2, and the third 2 over there. That'll get you a total of 13,500 pumpkin points from those alone. Then through the store, if you watch an ad to get yourself 20 pumpkin points, you can do that 3 times a day. That's 60 times that by the promo length, which is 5 days. That is 300 pumpkin points from all of that alone. Add that together, that's 13,800 pumpkin points. That means you can open this pack 34 times to get yourself 34 players, meaning Kyrie Irving is definitely possible as a no money spent player, because of course you will get over 30 of those players in order to get him. Getting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be a bit of a stretch no money spent unless you got an absolute ton of NBA cash and you're willing to spend it, or you're getting extremely lucky in one of these packs and getting him from this one over here. Getting Joel Embiid is practically impossible no money spent. You are probably going to have to spend real money in order to get him over there. But now let's go on to the Underdogs promo, which is a completely luck-based promo, as it were. Of course, if you play through more events, you're going to be slightly more likely in getting that Grandmaster. However, it does ultimately fall to luck as to whether or not you get yourself the Grandmaster. You've got 20 events to play through on this first set of events, and these are going to give you a 5% chance of getting a 74 overall Zubac, or a 2% chance of getting a 77 overall Luka Doncic. You will also get yourself a guaranteed 150 grit coins, which are going to be very useful. Each event costs 30 stamina to play through, and there are 20 to play through every single day. The reason you need to try and get yourself both Zubac and Doncic is to then unlock the second event, which is going to be over here. This one is going to require you to spend 500 of the grit points in order to get it. But of course, you can only unlock that one if you have got yourself Luka Doncic and of course Zubac. Now, I managed to go ahead and play through 10 events, as you can see over there, which got me Luka Doncic and Zubac. So I did get fairly lucky in order to get them. And if you go onto the sell items over here, you can see they do quick sell for some extra grit points. So that is going to help you as you go through the promo bit by bit, because it does enable you to play a lot more of those second events, which do indeed cost those grit points to play through. You can see I quick sold them, so I've got a lot more points in order to play through this second event. Now, this second event is going to be very similar to the first one. However, it's going to give you a guaranteed 25 stamina bottle, a 2% chance at getting Devin Booker, and a 1% chance at getting the second master, which is that Jaylen Brown. Now, again, very similar to the first event, you need to get both of those players, so Devin Booker and Jaylen Brown, in order to unlock this and final event, which is going to require another 20,000 grit points in order to get yourself Giannis Antetokounmpo playstyle select. So that's where that luck element comes into play, because you could get stuck on this first event, never pull Doncic or never pull Zubac, because you need both of them to unlock this second event, and then you could get stuck here by never pulling that Jaylen Brown or never pulling that Devin Booker, so you never get on to that final event. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully you do get lucky enough to get yourself those players and progress on to the next event and have enough points to be able to go ahead and play through the events. Now, the points aren't really too difficult to come by. As you go into the store, you go into the Underdog section, you can see there is a watch ad pack over here, and you can simply watch as many adverts as you like to get as many grit coins as you possibly need in order to complete this promo. So if you get through to that final event where you're looking at getting that Giannis Antetokounmpo, you need 20,000 grit coins in order to get that. You could just simply sit here and watch adverts again and again and again. Obviously, that is going to take quite a while to be able to do. That's why you do need to also go ahead and quick sell the players, as I showed earlier on in the video. You can't quick sell the Jaylen Brown, but you can quick sell all other three of those masters. So that's Doncic, that's Zubac, and of course Devin Booker as well. You can quick sell all three of those. That will get you more points and getting you closer to that Giannis Antetokounmpo. You've got ultimately 6 days in total, although as with the previous promo, most people logged on in when there were 5 days left. So you got plenty of time to try and get up to Giannis, and of course the luckier you are, the quicker you'll get through the promo, as it is pretty much all to do with luck. Of course, I got very lucky in order to get myself the amount of players I did starting off, but that might mean I get stuck on this event and don't pull any of those players. That's just how the luck works with the game. There's no real ways of tricking the game or anything like that to get you luckier in getting those players. But that is going to be it with those two promo breakdowns. Let me know in the comment section down below what you're going to try and get from both of them. Are you going to try and go all the way and get yourself the Grand Masters with those promos? As you can see, my team overall in that top left hand corner is 79, and that's because I did a massive pack opening where I pulled a bunch of elite players. And if you want to go check out that video to see exactly who we pulled, go check out the video in the bottom left hand corner, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.